All right, finally, it's the video that everybody seems to be waiting for. So, um, yeah, I'm going to explain how these crystals, these Obolix, work. I don't think anybody's ever got it right. Kind of a little bit here, a little bit there. The way I'm going to play this in the background, I'm not going to put the sound on it. Just this channel is very, very, very good. The guy here, his channel is called Weather War 101. The guy's top notch. He nails it every single time about weather manipulation, what they do, how they create hurricanes, storms, tornadoes, snow, rain, how to use the next rat and the harp with the chemtrails and create havoc on everybody. So you guys get a chance, watch his channel. It's really good. You guys get a great education watching this guy. And the name of this video is NextRad Weather Control, Creating Cloud Systems 101. So I'm just gonna play on the black background, no sound. Okay, so you guys can just kind of watch it, all right? And you know, it's great stuff. I always learn something from this guy, and we all have to keep up on this because they're always changing stuff up on us. So the way I have to explain this so you guys can understand is I just can't come out and tell you, well, this is how they work and this is what they do, and I have to go and show you how I discovered how they work, because when I tell you and show you the way I did it and how things occurred, that I understood everything, then you'll understand from a better point of view, and I think you'll get it. So I'm going to try to explain it in that way, okay? Now, I started doing this in 2017. April, it was like the first week of April. And I had started studying things back in 2013. You know, that's when I was awoken. I had like this incredible burst of knowledge, and I went on this, you know, knowledge-seeking trip, learning a whole lot of different things. You know, who's the Illuminati, when the world's going to come to an end, and on, who built the pyramids. I mean, just really cool stuff. I don't act like Jim Carrey, but you know, Jim Carrey's Jim Carrey. He's going to act goofy anyways. But when you're woken, you can like tap into source, what people call God, and figure things out. So I was on this trip learning things for a long time. 2016 came, Prince passed away, and I was never a big fan of Prince, but I did appreciate his musical talent, his skills, playing the guitar. Watching the guy was phenomenal. And you know, it caught my attention, his death, because people had conspiracy theories of how he died, saying the Illuminati killed him, and he was talking about chemtrails, and you know, that's why they killed him, and so on. So I watched a clip on him, and it's pretty interesting, caught my attention. And I wanted to look into it, but at the time I was absorbed with other stuff I was studying, so I put it on the back burner. And 2017 rolled around, and so I remembered Prince, and I said, you know, I gotta check out this chemtrail thing. And it should be easy to solve. Take a few months, study, and get it out of my hair. All this time, this whole year, it was bothering me. It was something in the back of my head saying, look into it, and I kept just putting it off. So I said, you know what? It's almost a year since Prince died. I'm gonna look into it. So that's what I did. Started looking into it, and at that time, if you would have told me, hey, look at the sky, they're spraying crap up there, chemtrails, I would have probably looked at you like you got 3 heads on you, because I didn't know. It's like a lot of people out there, they don't look up in the sky. I was the same. I'm guilty. But I took the time and I started to study it and look into it. And I thought it'd be easy to figure out and just move on, go back to my studies, but I got sucked into a big, long, endless rabbit hole. And the more I looked into it, the more I was interested, and it was just nauseating at the stuff that they do and what they do to our atmosphere and what they do to us. So it absorbed me. I couldn't break away from it. And I'm still studying it. You know, so I started looking into it, and I believed everything about it. You know, they are chemtrails, definitely. You know, there's just before I forget, there's some videos here. They're really good. Proof that chemtrails are real by Crow77. He makes really good stuff, really good videos. This is a good one. If you have time, watch it. There's another one by Kristen Megan, geoengineering whistleblower, ex-military. She used to order a lot of the chemicals for the military planes that flew and sprayed the chemicals. Okay, so she's legit, and she's an awesome lady. Watch this video if you have time. Another one here, Energetic War on Humanity and How to Win. Sharon Daphne, another awesome lady. Watch this one too. And of course, the one I just mentioned with Weather War 101. Really great stuff. And this one, NASA explains what contrails are and their atmospheric effect. Daily News. This one is very disturbing. If you have time, watch this one. And it's NASA lying their ass off, telling people that contrails are normal, what really are chemtrails, and saying that, just lying, saying that, oh, it's okay. This is, you know, you should look at these, just watch it, contrails and how they, you know, improve our atmosphere, all this garbage. Just a bunch of lies. And it's basically aimed towards younger people, the younger crowd that don't know. So they're trying to bring them up, brainwashing them. This is very disturbing. Watch this. Definitely watch this. So anyway, these are some videos, and I wrote them down so in case you can't understand me or whatever. So these are really good videos to watch. Anyways, getting back to my story, I was looking for a solution on solving this chemtrail dilemma. That's my thing. And at first I bought Oregon, and I worked with that for a little bit, and I used to put it up on my roof and did different experiments, and I seen a change. It was good, but not enough. You know, I could see like a pyramid, and going to work at night, I could see the strip of blue right going down the sky for about 5 miles. That was pretty awesome, but nothing to really change things the way they were, because the sky is huge. So I kept looking for a solution, you know. I didn't give up. And then one day I happened to tune into this guy, and he was talking about these crystals and with the wires wrapped around them, and it was Project Obolix with Ia, you know, his name is Lucer. And I was grabbed by his videos, because when this guy spoke, he spoke with confidence, and there was no doubt in the way he was telling things. He was showing his videos, and I said, you know, that's pretty cool. I believe the guy, you know, because when somebody tells you something, there's no doubt in the way they tell you. There's something behind that. There's some truth behind it. So there's no maybes. There's no like, well, theory, you know, or I think it might work like this, or no. He's telling you, hey, all you got to do is just try. And that stuck with me. It grabbed me. You know, just try. And so I did. I ordered a couple crystals, and I got them. I had problems getting the wires, special wires. Anyways, I made one up, and they were spraying. I got up early and looked up, and they were spraying. And I made it the night before. And I put my first one up May 28th. Okay? And that morning they were spraying, and as soon as I put it up, it started to work. The planes going by, the trails getting smaller, and I was happy, and it worked. And I knew it worked because I had seen the skies. I had been studying the skies, and I had seen how the trails, they would start in the morning, and then trails would slowly get longer and bigger and wouldn't end. So I knew it was working. There's no doubt. So that was for like a good week, and just like this lady, Sharon Daphne, says in her video, when you start making a difference out in the sky, they will notice, and when they notice, they'll come back harder at you. And that's exactly what they did. And when they did that, they overwhelmed my crystal, and I had two of them. I made the other one, it didn't make much difference. They hit me hard, and they knocked me out. Okay, they screwed up the skies, and it was too much for my crystals. Okay, but I knew that they were working, but it was too much for them. Okay, now I could have given up there, and I could have just packed it up and said, oh, okay, well, there's not much I could do at that point. But I'm kind of a fighter, I don't give up that easy. And so I said, okay, well, game on. I got online, I ordered some more, I ordered 3 more. I got them in a few days, and I put them together. I put them on my roof, and bam, this time I got them. And they were spraying hard, okay? And I seen the difference, what happened. And that went on for another week or so, and then they came back at me harder, okay? And again, they overtook my crystals. So this time I had 5, and they got me. So I said, all right, let's up the ante, So I went online and got more. I got 4 more this time, right? So got them in, made them, put them up, bam. Now I'm overtaking them again. And this kept going on and on and on. On and on, all year, 2017. It was a full-out battle. Every time they beat me, I'd order more. I'd get more. Okay? Now, there's a lot to this, okay? What I figured out is this, okay? I live in Illinois, like right here. This is Chicago, okay, like this, okay? And we got the lake right here, okay? 40 miles from here, okay? Now, when I made the crystals, I noticed the radius, okay? This is a couple. This is a little bit more crystals. It kept radiating out, more crystals. It's like this, okay? I made so many that this radius of protection, this circle, extended out. I got it so strong that it goes all the way out here, 100 miles with all the crystals, okay? And that's a lot of juice, that's a lot of power. So a plane coming in, if a plane comes in like this, okay, here's the trail. This is going to extend. Another one here. That's going to extend. That's going to extend. That's going to extend. When it hits this circle, it starts to disappear because the crystals are killing this crap. Okay, it starts to disintegrate their trails. So, but this stuff over here that's already formed from planes coming out here and over here, the wind will blow this crap up already made. So the crystals are going to get, it's going to be harder for them to fight this crap. Okay, now how these work. All right, if I take this crystal and put it out in the sun the way it is, it's a beautiful crystal, right? There's no wires on it. What do you think it's going to do? You think it's going to burn some stuff? You think it's going to get rid of trails? No, it's not going to do anything. Why? Well, it doesn't have the wires on it, okay? These crystals, they work on a principle with the wires, okay? Because the wires wrap around it and squeeze it, okay? They squeeze it. And the different wire combinations give it a different energy field, okay? Going around here, right? So you have the piezoelectric effect. When you have that, it squeezes the energy out, okay, through here, okay? Okay, now Ia wasn't wrong about what he said with the reflection, the prisms coming out. That's one way it works. But the main way that it works is by the piezoelectric squeezing, okay? When you have a pyramid, you have the crystal inside the pyramid with your orgone stuff. What makes that crystal work? Think about it. It's because it's being squeezed, okay? Now, this right here, it's already made. In here, it's not releasing energy. Why? Because these feed off of the sun. The sun has to hit it. That's how they get energized. And that's how they release their energy, okay? So, when you squeeze the crystal, it releases the energy through here. Now, what it releases is negative ions, all right? It releases negative ions. The atmosphere, when you wake up early in the morning, you see the sky is blue, right? It's blue, and you see the planes spraying. What do you see? When you see the planes going up there in the beginning of the day, you'll see the planes going by and the trails are small. Are those contrails or chemtrails? Okay, you're gonna say, well, those are contrails because they're small. No, those are chemtrails, okay? There's no such thing as contrails. That's a fallacy that the government made up. It's disinformation and everybody bought it, hook, line, and sinker. There's a really good article. It says why high bypass turbofan jet engines are almost incapable of producing condensation trails, and that's by geoengineeringwatch.org. It's a very good article. I recommend you guys read it because it explains it all. And the reason why when a plane goes by, like in the morning, you'll see it, okay? And then as the day goes by, you'll see trails like this, and they extend longer and longer. Why? Because the sky is getting dirtier. It's getting filled up with that garbage. And what you have in the sky, you have positive ions and negative ions. That's what the sky consists of, okay? When the sky is healthy and blue, it's got a good balance, but it's got more negative ions up there. When this is squeezed out and the sun hits it, this is going to release a lot of negative ions. So what it does, it starts to clean the sky, and it attacks the positive ions up there, okay? It starts to attack the positive ions. Now you're going to say, well, Chop, how did you figure that out? Oh, Chop's my nickname. I'm a truck driver, so we all got handles. That's my nickname, so call me Chop. It's cool. Now, this is after, look how long the trail is. This is after a lot, this is towards the end of the day. This sky's been bombarded, looks like shit. And there's a reason, because the negative ions can't keep up with all the positive ions destroying the sky, okay? Now, I was going to work one day, and this is how I figured this out. I'm going to work one day, and I get to work, and my buddy, his mom passed away. His mom passed away from cancer. And he says, Chop, you're into crystals. Maybe you know something about these Himalayan salt crystals my mom had, you know. She says it helped her. It's because she was, you know, she said it really helped her. It made her breathe better, and she felt better. You know, I said, well, I didn't want to give him an answer there because I didn't know for sure. But I said, you know what, I'm going to look into it. And I did. And what I found out, that was the missing link that I was looking for. Because when I was going to work at night, okay, and I had my crystals up there, I would see the sky at night, and the sun's going down, but the trails are still dying off. They're not growing. I know the crystals were working, and the sun's down, okay? Theoretically, from what everybody's been saying, they should not be working because the sun's not hitting these and producing that prism that everybody says, well, it's the prism that does this and that. That's one way that they do work, okay? Because I've proven that. But that's not the main way, because the sun's already gone down. So they shouldn't be working. They shouldn't be doing anything at all at that point, right? But they're still working, and just to make sure that I wasn't mistaken that, and I would take the crystals off of my roof. I would take everything off for a week. Okay, and then I'd be going to work, and guess what? The trails would be long, and it's shitty. The sun would be going down, and the sky was all black and full of crap and just nasty. It looked like cotton candy garbage, black shit up there. So what happened? The crystals were working before, but how? Well, very, very simple. Like I said, it's being squeezed. All day from the sun hitting them, releasing that energy up into the sky, and just expanded like this, okay? And all that energy, negative ions filling the sky, neutralizes all the positive ions, all the garbage they're spraying, and that's how they work, okay? And this is what got me, okay? Now, this is a Himalayan salt crystal, right? Now, what was going on with these is the miners in the Himalayan mountains, they were down there, and you know they're bad conditions working in the mines, right? But they weren't getting sick. Year after year, they weren't getting sick. While the village people were getting sick, normal, you know. These miners never got sick. So people were like, what the F is going on? These guys never get sick. Why? Well, they discovered these salt lamps, or these salt crystals, were letting out negative ions into the atmosphere when they were down there because they had to light it up. They warmed these up, and their atmosphere was clean, okay, full of good energy. And so, when you activate this like this, it warms it up, and it starts to release negative ions into the atmosphere. The same principle. Same principle with these. You got the piezo squeezing electric effect here, releasing that energy out, okay, because that's how they work. That's why you put them into the pyramids and the resin squeezes it and it activates the crystal, okay? When the sun hits it, it releases that energy, okay? Just like this, all right? So, The reason you see my videos and you see them planes going by and it attacks it and knocks out trail after trail after trail after trail is because I have a lot of these up there. If I keep taking them down, they're not going to be as effective. Now you guys that have 2 or 3 and saying, what the F? My shit's not working that good. Why? Well, could be a lot of reasons, but the main one is probably because they're being overwhelmed and you need more help. You need more crystals up there, okay? That's why. I have a lot of them up there. And when I put all my up in the summertime, they will cover a 100-mile radius, and that's freaking phenomenal. Now you're saying, well, Chop, how the hell do you know that? Okay, well, I'll explain that. In 2017, I was insured. Okay, I would drive. Now I drive from the Chicagoland area, like 200 miles out and 200 miles back. Okay. Now, in 2018, I got a job there where I work as vacation relief. Vacation relief, I take over for any driver that's on vacation. So I was able to go in different directions. Going at night, I would go west, I would go east, I would go north, and I would go south. And from what I saw, trying to measure, see, at night, when I'm driving, I could see the circle of protection that I had. And not all the time, it wasn't 100 miles all the time. Okay? Depends on the wind, depends on the temperature, but it was definitely noticeable. And what I noticed is that all this here would basically be clean and blue, okay, up in the sky. Over here, on the outside, it'd be all white, hazy garbage, shit, chemtrail garbage, okay? So basically my crystals protecting Chicago metropolitan area, it's what, 5 million people, whatever? It's a lot. For one person to do that, that's incredible. Now, when you look at what I was able to accomplish, one person, it's mind-boggling. It's incredible. There is no excuse for us sitting down and letting these people walk all over us and take over our planet and destroy it. Okay. Now I've seen what these crystals can do. It's mind-boggling. You know, I got this big one here. This is a 70-pound crystal, and I got it from night work. That's the main reason, because they love to spray at night, because they must know something's up, or they must watch my videos. Who knows? But they know something. They don't have the same power that they do at night. So they spray at night, and then in the morning, all that shit's all over the place, and the crystal's got to fight to clean it up, and then fight the trails that are being left by the planes. Okay. Now in 2017, like I said before, this kept going on and on, a battle back and forth. They'd spray a lot, I'd order more. They'd spray a lot, I'd order more. This continued on to the very end of the year, like in December. December, I put my big crystal, it's up on the roof right now, and that one I call Chem Reaper. That's a big one. I did a video on it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. And when I put that bad boy up, bam, that was it. Knockout. Checkmate, because they couldn't beat me after that. So that told me that all this was just a power factor, how much energy you can put up in the sky to equalize that garbage and to kill all that, the positive ions. Okay. Now when the sun goes down, there's still all the negative ions up there doing their job, but as you know, if they keep spraying, it's gonna slowly, their shit's gonna build up, and after a while, that stuff's gonna just, start to multiply because the negative ions aren't working anymore. So that's basically how they work. All right. Now, getting back to this, if I live here, and my area, say it covers like this, and this is like, say it's 60 miles, okay? That's 60 miles of protection. Now, if planes come here, they're gonna be spreading this garbage here because it's gonna spread, okay? When it gets here, they get zapped. Then you go over here and start spraying, starts getting big. And this goes on and on. All we need is, I know it's impossible to get everybody's attention on this and to get everybody involved. It's not gonna happen. We need one person in every town to make one. A 2-pound crystal, whatever. One here, one here, one here. I'm surrounded by little towns, okay? One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. There's no excuse. And this protects this. This protects this. Another one here. This protects this. Another one here. This protects this. Another one here. Protects this. One here. This protects this. This protects it. And it keeps going on and on, okay? There's no excuse that we should lay down and lose this battle, because this takes people to get involved in order to win. One person's not gonna do it. I can't do it. I can fight and protect a lot, but I can't do it all the time. And I can't do it by myself because it's gonna involve a lot of people. There's a lot of towns, there's a lot of area. And these people, they're not gonna give up, okay? They're out to destroy our planet, okay? Now, I don't know if, I'm going to show you some stuff here, okay? Let's see. Now, I'm going to click on here. I live, let's see, I'm going to make sure. I live right here, okay? This is a storm. All this is storm, okay? What the crystals do is they dissolve the chemtrails, okay? Contrary to popular belief, in order for them to make it rain, they need the chemtrails up there. The Obolix, I don't want chemicals falling on me, so the Obolix destroy the chemicals up there. And when the chemicals are gone, they can't make it rain. That's how it works here in the Midwest. Out there in California, I know that they spray along the coast and they push that moisture away because they don't want it to rain out there. Okay, here they do, because in the Midwest, that's where you have all your crops, your farmers, farmland. They want to destroy the soil, among other things, plus control the weather. Okay, this is an example. Here, you can see there's a circle of protection here for my crystals, okay? You see it right here. This happens a lot when storms come over, okay? Here, you see that? That's where I live, right there. Look at that circle. Can you guys see that? Look at that, that's incredible. That's what they do. They burn all the chemtrails here are gone. So when this crap comes this way, it disintegrates. It disintegrates when it hits my area. All this, okay? It disintegrates. It's like, just picture a snowball on top of a mountain, and that snowball is going down a mountain, and it's picking up momentum, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And about 1/3 of the mountain, there's no snow. What's going to happen? That snowball hits that area, and it's going to start to disintegrate because there's no snow. It can't build up any more energy. So it's going to lose. And that's exactly what happens. Look at this. Okay? Look at that. See that? See that? Look at that. That's incredible. That's what they do. This should coming in. These right here, you can go on Live WX Radar and check this out for yourself. When you see this light stuff here, this green stuff, light, very light, those are the chemtrails. Those are the chemtrails, okay? And that's how they control and maneuver the storm, okay? Now, I want to show you some of the stuff. These are photos all from 2017. Here we go again. Here's another storm. Let me show you real quick. Let's see. Right here. And look at that. Look at a big area. As it's coming along here, it's got to fight to get in there. All right? Here it is again. See? And so many times. But, you know, it's only me doing it that I know of. And here, these are the NexRads. They produce cloud formations so they can feed into the storm. And then with the chemtrails on top, the HAARP passes like a microwave, heats up the clouds underneath here. And that's what they're doing here with these NexRads. See these right here? And they produce clouds, and then they make it rain. Okay, that's what they want. I know rain's good, guys, but not chemical rain. And these are your NexRads. Right here. Okay. That's my boy. Alright, so show you some other stuff. Here's some NexRads. See? All over the big cities. Okay, controlling the weather. You can watch that on Weather War 101. He's got a lot of cool stuff. A lot of information. Okay, I'm gonna show you some more stuff here real quick. Okay, here's my daughters. No. Let's see. These are locations of the NexRads, right? Pathetic. They control the weather, right? NexRads being done probably at night. That's when they do most of their dirty deeds. All right. And let's see if I can show you some cool stuff here. Here you go. It's another storm. Now this is where I live right here. See this area? Right here? Look at that. Look at that circle of protection. Look at it. Look at that. That's incredible. That's huge. That's from my crystals. Okay? That's what they do. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that circle. That's incredible. Here's another one. I live right over here. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay? So I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things from these crystals. You know, how to program them, how to make them, how to work with them, what they do. Here's a plane going by, shutting his sprayer on and off. Look, see what's going. I think he was giving me a message. Okay, it's my cat, my daughter's cat. All right, and they make beautiful clouds, guys. I mean, they are absolutely incredible what they do. Here's one breaking up the storm. It comes close, it just disintegrates. Look at that, just falls apart. I'm right here. It just falls apart. And that's breaking up a storm. And that's just me that I know of. Maybe there's some more people, but that I know of, just me. Okay, look at the clouds they make. Huge, incredible, unbelievable, and beautiful days. Look at that. It's breathtaking. I mean, I'm just totally in awe of what they do. Okay, let's see. So, then I'll show you some pictures here. Okay, let's see. Look at these. Look at these. Look at those clouds. It's like you're on a mountain or something. I've never seen that before here. Never. They just, so much energy they produce. Okay. And this is what it looks like when the sun's going down, they're up. this is what it looks like, guys. Okay? Watch how it looks like when they're not up. Okay? This is what it looks like when I take them down. Get to that. Okay? I have a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff up here. Takes a while to get to it. But 2017 was just a battle that never seemed to end. But I enjoyed it because I learned a lot. Every time they spray, I learned something. That's cool. That's what I want. You know. Here's another picture of what it looks like when the sun's going down. They're working. That's sundown, okay? That's beautiful. Look at that. Watch what I want to show you what it looks like when the sun's gone down and they're doing their crap. When I don't have any crystals up there, okay? This is what it looks like, guys. That's their shit. Look at that. Can you see that? That's their shit. When they're spraying. See, there's a plane right there. And my crystals aren't up. Look at that. They have black garbage up there. Aluminum crap up there. Look at that. That's what it looks like. Okay? See that? See that? Look at that. That's what it looks like. When the sun's going down and the crystals aren't up, that's the garbage that we get. See that? Garbage. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's see. Okay. This is my last video that I made for you guys. A real quick one. Right? And you can see right here. Let me make this big. Just trying to explain something to you guys. Okay. This right here, you see this. Okay. It's early morning. And they had a lot of crap up in the sky. This, I believe, is a military plane. Right? I want to show you something real quick. Because this contrail crap, you guys got to get off of it because it doesn't exist. Anytime you see a plane going by, spraying, it's chemicals. Remember that. It's chemicals. Don't be fooled. Okay? Whoa. Okay, let's just go back here a little bit. No, that's a military plane. Look at how long it is. Okay? Now, this, see that little one there? That's a jetliner. Okay? But he's spraying. Okay? Now, with a jetliner, they don't have the capacity to fill up the big totes and containers because it's carrying luggage and people and all that. So what they do is they mix it with the fuel most of the time, or they have a separate tank that they, fill it in there when they, flip a switch and it feeds it. But I've seen many times when these guys shut their engines here and it keeps going and it disappears, okay? But this is a jetliner, passenger jetliner. You see the difference? That's small, okay? That's a small one. And that's a big one. That's a military plane. You see the difference? Okay. They're both spraying. If the crystals aren't up, they'll keep spraying. And they'll keep spraying. And I'm going to show you something real quick, okay? Let me see, okay? What is this one right here? Now, it's another bullshit crap they got here. Here. Let's try to make this big. I don't know what I got into here. All right. Yeah, maybe you can see it, maybe not. Right here we have a small one, okay? Look at that. You see that? Right here you have a long one. What's the difference here? You're saying, well, that's a military plane. That's a small one, Chop. You just told us. Well, probably. They're both spraying, regardless, okay? Look at the difference. The sky here is dirtier. Now, the dirtier the sky gets, the longer the trail is going to get, okay? If this is a military plane, they come around here. What you see in my video is that's as far as they're gonna get. If the crystals aren't up, and this is the dirtier this gets, the longer these trails are gonna get, and the longer they're gonna last, and the longer they're gonna stick. And they usually do stick if there's no protection up there. Now here you see the sky. It's blue. It's more vibrant with negative ions, so it's gonna kill this trail quicker. Now it could be a military plane, but I doubt it. But still, you can see the difference. This is dirty sky. Trail is longer. Remember that. This is cleaner sky. The trail is shorter. They're both chemical planes, regardless. Okay, they're both spraying. But people get mistaken because the frickin' government says, no, these are contrails. And that's a lie. Okay? They tell you that because they spray high, way up there, because they don't want to be identified. Simple as that. Well, when you got something like this, I tell you, I can see what they're doing. Okay? And I know what they're doing. Okay? So, you got something that powerful, you're going to see what they're doing. Okay? So, it's a lie. This contrail crap is nothing but a lot of BS. All right, here, I'm going to show you something else. This is right here. Okay, look, exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Here in this far left, this would be like in the morning. See how blue the sky is. If a plane goes by, say there's no crystals, no Obolix, nothing working. If a plane goes by in the morning, that trail is going to be small. Why? Because the sky is energized with negative ions. Okay? The sky is clean. Okay? Now, no protection. 12 noon, this is what it's going to look like. Okay? 4 or 5 o'clock, this is what it's going to look like. Dirtier. When the plane goes by in this atmosphere and the sky looks like that, that trail is going to go from one end of the sky to the other end of the sky because there's not enough negative ions in there to make that disappear. There's not enough good energy, okay? It's full of gunk and garbage, and it's just going to stay there. Same here. Look, you even see the trails. They're not disappearing. Why? Because it's too dirty. But when you see it here, especially if you got crystals, it's going to make it disappear. If you have the crystals here, it's not going to get that dirty. If you have crystals here, it's not going to get like that. Okay? So that's how it works. The dirtier the sky, the longer the trails. Okay? No crystals up there. You're gonna start to think, well, those are just contrails, because if it comes in this kind of sky, it's gonna be small, and you say, oh, those are just contrails, but it's not. Those are chemicals, and the only reason they're disappearing is because the sky is clean and vibrant at that point. When it comes over here and they're spraying, that trail is gonna stay longer. Why? Because the sky is dirty. It's full of garbage already. So that trail is gonna just linger there. It doesn't have enough negative ions to make that trail disappear. And over here, forget it. You know the story, right? But when you have crystals in the game plan, it's different. Knocks them out if you have enough. Now, if you live in an area that's got, they're spraying a lot, like out there in the UK, some wonderful lady, sent me a message, and I felt bad for her. They're going to drown her out because she doesn't have enough energy. There's not enough people helping her out there. That's why. If you had people doing this like this, a lot of people doing this, we wouldn't have that crap over there. We wouldn't have this problem. And that's the problem. This is the remedy, guys. This right here. This is the remedy. This is the solution. Okay? Jeez. I mean, look. I'm here to show you guys. You guys have any questions? If I can help you, that's why I'm making this video. All right? I've studied this thoroughly, and I've just worked with these. And I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Don't get stuck on this theory with the prism lights and all that. Yes, it does work, okay, to an extent. I've tried it. I've had just one or two up there, and they've pointed it out, and there's a trail up there going by, and it'll knock out certain area of the trail because the beam is, you know, the prism is shining up like that, okay? But that's secondary. The main reason they work is because of the squeezing effect and the wires. They create another energy field around here, okay? The different wires interacting with each other. The atoms, the electrons, okay, working with each other provides an energy field here, and it goes up, okay, along with the negative ions in here, and it produces a hell of a jolt. This is very powerful. Plus it's got magnets, neodymium magnets. See? Let me show you something. I make these different, I make them strong. Look. In here, there's magnets. Okay? And that produces a very strong energy field. When this crystal goes up, it does a lot of work. Okay? And I'll show you guys, next video I make, I'm going to show you how to make them. No big deal. Okay? Because I want you guys to learn. So that's it. That's how they work, guys. I've done a lot of testing with these. I've seen some incredible things that just, you know, make your jaw drop. And these are the harp-like locations. There's only one harp in Alaska, but I call them harp-like locations because I don't know all the names. There's a big one out here in Norway. It's huge, and it can control the current, the wind current and everything. It's just phenomenal. But they use it to control the weather. They use it for a lot of bad reasons, okay? And along with the NEXRADs and everything, they heat up the ionosphere, and that's why the planet's getting warm, because of these freaking people doing that, okay? And then they lie about it and tell you some crap that's carbon, and they want to carbon tax your ass, you know? Don't let them do that. They tried that in Paris. They you know, tried to pass that carbon tax with the fuel, and the people went ballistic. They went into riots and all that. What do you think the Paris Climate Accord was all about? That's what they were going to do. Thank God Trump didn't go for it. And he didn't let the U.S. go into that. But that's what they want to do. And when you pay that carbon tax, what are you going to do? They're going to take that money and fund their program to spray us more, and basically we're doomed. Okay? So we can't let that happen. We got to fight. All right? So these crystals are amazing. They do an awesome job. Here's another one. I want to show you this real quick. This is a crystal that Marcel Vogel designed. Not this one specifically, but in a way. Okay, this is therapeutic crystal. They use it for healing, for a lot of things. And the power that it's got is incredible. I can feel right now, it's making my hand tingle. Okay? Crystals are very, very powerful. Very powerful. It's unlike anything that we've known. Okay? I can go into a lot of stories, a lot of discussions. And I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be, but I just want to share that with you guys. These are, look at some of the videos that Marcel Vogel made. The man was a genius. And what he has to say about these and what they can do. I'm telling you guys, this is the remedy. And this is the way we're going to win. And if we don't do something, we're going to lose our planet. And we're going to lose our skies. And that'll be it. So, anyways, let's see if I can find some here. Okay. I am I'm gonna close. I'm gonna close with a little story, okay? Finish this video. It was summer 2017, okay? And see if I could find it. My daughter, she had an appointment with a job interview, okay? Because she was gonna get a job. She was 17. She's like, Dad, can you take me for an interview? I said, yeah, what time? And she goes, in a little bit. So I said, yeah, it's fine. So it was a nice day. It was a summer day. I believe it was a Saturday. And we got out there, and I was waiting for her. And, you know, I told her, watch this. I'm going to tell the Obolix to make a lot of clouds. There wasn't very many at that time. And she walked in for the interview. And she was in there for about an hour. And she comes out, you know, and the sky was like incredibly full of it just multiplied, went crazy, okay? Just multiplied like no tomorrow. It was incredible. And she comes out and she's like looking up in the sky. And I said, look, see, if you believe in your heart, you can communicate with everything, because everything is alive. These little creatures are alive, you know. Marcel Vogel proves it. You know, you just gotta have love. Have love for them, and see, appreciate the sky, the clouds. And you know, amazing things could happen. And it did. And they made a lot of clouds that day. It was awesome. And then I said to her, you want to see something cool? Let's make a beautiful heart. I'm going to ask the clouds to make me a beautiful heart. And she said, cool, Dad, do it. So I asked the cloud, I said, hey, make me a beautiful, beautiful heart. And we tried. We sat there for like half an hour, and well, nothing happened, you know. So I chucked it up. I said, well, I don't know. Maybe they're not listening. Maybe it's not our time. So we went home. We started driving home, and how is it when I want to find something, I can never find it? Did you do this, Jesse? Yeah. Well, anyways, so I got home, and we pulled into the driveway, and what I saw there, it blew me away, because I couldn't believe what I saw. And this is what I saw. Let's see if I can find it real quick for you guys. It's always when you're looking for something, you can't find it, right? Here. This is what was on top. That's what I saw. On top of my house right here. Beautiful heart. And that was that was all that was all I needed to see. And I was like, I knew the sky and the clouds and the planet were saying thank you. And so from there, that kept me going. And I'm getting choked up right now. Picture. So that's a picture of the clouds that day, of what they were doing. Spectacular. It just shows you the power that they have. They can communicate with you if you do it right. It's awesome. And the things that you could do with them is incredible. And that's the heart that I saw when I pulled into my driveway. And I got choked up like I am now. Because, you know, just thinking about it, it's awesome. So, anyways, this right here is a 24-pound crystal that I'm going to start work pretty soon on. And this one right here, like I said, for night work, is a 70-pound mamma jamma that's going to get a lot of stuff done. And I hope that you guys learned a little bit something today and can apply this in the future, because we have to fight for our planet, guys. Okay? So, hope you liked the video. Sorry for getting choked up at the end, but just thinking about this, you know, it's just awesome. For me, it's awesome. Just what I noticed and what I've seen them do is just out of this world. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks.